Hey everyone, so Apocalypse Rising 2 has just updated with its first ever summer event update. And for this video, like the rest of my update videos, I'm going to be going over the main things that they did in this update. You know, content-wise, and things they just changed with this update. And before we start the video, just because this video has different sections of it, where in each section I'm going to be talking about a different part of the update, just for convenience, up on screen I'm going to be putting up timestamps that lead to each section of this video. But with that all said and out of the way, let's start talking about the update. Alright, so I'm going to first start off by talking about the map changes. So first of all, the entire map has been turned into a desert wasteland. The entire map has been covered with sand and is covered in cactuses. On top of that, the oceans have also dried up, extending the beaches. This pretty much makes boats irrelevant during the duration of this event, as all of the docks where boats used to spawn are now dried up. Now, there still are some spawns for boats around the map, for example, oil rig and part of MA docks. But with the so few spawns with boats, and that coupled with the fact that there are sand bridges that connect islands that block the passage of boats, boats are just irrelevant. They have also added sandstorm events that happen periodically when you're playing the game. Now, as far as I know, I don't think these sandstorm events have any negative effects on your character, although the storms do make it harder to see with all the dust. Personally, I find this really cool, as I'm pretty sure this is the first ever implementation of weather into Apocalypse Rising 2 where it affects the entire map. So map changes aside, they have also added multiple new locations. First off is a military encampment. The military encampment is basically just a cargo shipwreck that has military installations at it. It also has a runway and a plane on that runway, where you can find multiple zombies and pretty good loot. Personally, I like this location as it gives you pretty good loot, and it's just cool because it's a cargo shipwreck and a plane on a runway. They've also added industrial oil extractor fields that you can find at multiple locations around the map. Personally, these are my least favorite locations that they've added, as they don't really have any loot and pretty much no zombies that you can find at them. But they're still cool to see when you're running past them. Next up is the Hive. The Hive is, to be honest, I don't really know how to describe it. It's kind of just like a landmass that has a cave inside that you can find, some military crates, it has webs, it has eggs. I really don't know how to describe it. It also has like a military base next to it. Overall, I think this is a very unique location, but also a weird one at that. Next up is the Oasis. Oasis is basically just a walled-in city that is located at what used to be the volcano. It is a massive location that has a bunch of loot, bunch of crates to loot, and a bunch of zombies. This location is actually very special because it's the one and only place where you can find the brand new M1918 Tank-Aware anti-tank rifle. That's right, I think after 2 years, they have finally added a new weapon. Now you can find this off of a boss zombie that can be found in the Oasis location. The gun also drops with a ammo pouch that takes up 4 slots and can carry 15 to 20 rounds. Now the stats of the M1918 are actually pretty insane. First of all, the M1918 does 55 body shot damage, which is insane. But what's even more insane is its headshot damage. Its headshot damage is 115, making this the one and only one-shot capable rifle in the game. Now it can do this max damage from up to 470 studs away. It also does 400% more damage to vehicle components. Obviously, with stats that insane, this gun is obviously going to have some drawbacks. For example, it's a single shot weapon, so every time you shoot you have to reload. And the reload itself takes 5 seconds. The reloading also makes your character move 50% slower. On top of that, the weapon must be equipped to carry, so I'm pretty sure you have to put it in your hotbar. It also forces your character into a crouched position if you're aiming down sights. The M1918 is also going to get removed from the game when this event is over, which I personally am kind of disappointed by because it's the first new gun we've had since a long time. But then again, it's really, really powerful, so, it kind of makes sense. They've also added a special drink that can be only found during this event at the Oasis. On top of the special drink, they've also added 4 other food items that can be found even after this event is over. They have also added 10 variants of the Humvee, Ural, and the Army pickup truck. They also added derelict versions of the Ural, Humvee, Army pickup truck, and the normal pickup truck. Now, apart from new locations, they have actually added new cosmetics. 64 to be exact, which is just insane. I think that's the most new cosmetics that they've added in any one event update. Now, an important distinction to make is the cosmetics that you can find only during this event, and the cosmetics that you can find even after this event is over. The cosmetics that you can find even after this event is over include the tan flight suit, the black and green pilot headset, the black and green military transport pilot harness, the black and green military transport pilot belt holster, the military desert chip camo, the desert chip camo helmet, boonie, and cap, the desert camo helmet, and the tan t-shirt and tank top. Cosmetics you can only find during this event include all variants of the Desert Militia hood, both variants of the Desert Militia respirator, all 3 variants of the bandaged Desert Militia top, both variants of the Desert Militia coat, all 5 variants of the burlap robe tops and the burlap robe bottoms, all 4 variants of the Desert Militia duster, both variants of the Desert Militia cloak, brown patterned Desert Raider cloak, red Raider cloak, all 3 variants of the bandaged Desert Militia pants, all 5 variants of the Desert Militia plate carrier, all 3 variants of the Desert Militia tank carrier, the umbrella hat, the cactus uniform top and pants, and the entire dry grass skilly suit outfit. Now, all of the cosmetic items that they've added that you can only find during this event will spawn at only one of the event locations. For example, a dry grass skilly suit, a cosmetic item that you can only find during this event, can only spawn at the Oasis inside of these little crates. But if a cosmetic item is able to be found even after this event is over, you can find it not only at one of the event locations, but also at regular military clothing spawns. For example, Desert Camo Helmet, a cosmetic they can find even after this event is over, can be found not only at one of the event locations, but it can be found also at just regular military crates around the map. They've also added 17 new utility items that, when equipped in utility bar, will give you added perks or abilities. For example, the mess kit, when equipped in your utility bar, will provide a small increase in the amount of energy and hydration you get from food and drinks. Another example is the energy supplement. The energy supplement, when equipped in your utility bar, will provide a 25% decrease in the degradation rate of the energy bar. In addition to adding multiple new utility items, they've also added the ability to enable previous utility items like flashlights and binoculars via hotkey. They've also made the map and the compass into physical utility items that you spawn with and that can also be dropped. Alright, so that is the end of my update video on the summer drawing update for Apocalypse Rising 2. There are a couple of changes in this update that I didn't go over just because I didn't really want to make this video too long or just drag it along. So if you want to see all the changes, all the little changes that they did in this update, I'll link the update log in the description of the video. But with that said, yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next video, whenever that is going to be.